Hello everybody, and welcome back to a video by Nails by Miss Maddie. Today I wanted to come on and do a video which is pretty exciting. I did get a request from a member in the Enailcouture fan page on Facebook, group that we have, regarding the 123 Go full coverage tips and what they look like and what the sizes are. And sometimes some of the group members have said that, it's so many that it's overwhelming and they don't quite know what they look like or what to choose. So I thought it'd be a great idea to come on and just kind of compare a lot of the 123 Go full coverage tips. Right now I own about, I want to say 28 sets of the full coverage tips that I have. And you guys know that if you've ordered them in the past, they come in packages like this. And so what I've done with my tips is I keep them, these are backups that I have, but usually I put them in the Enailcouture tip box, as you can see, and I label them. And most of them have the labels here on the top, and then they also come with the numbers in the actual box itself. So I wanted to come on and do just I guess a quick video on comparing the tips. Now, if you guys have not yet joined the group, please do so. The name of the group is Enailcouture fan page. I will leave the link in the description of this video, so you guys please go over there and join the group. We talk about all things Enailcouture. We do hauls, we post videos, we post pictures using the products. We have question and answers for folks who need a little support in using the products. We just talk about all the amazing products that Enailcouture has to offer. When I started the group, I didn't see any other fan page group on Facebook, and I was looking for one because I wanted to join it. And I saw that there was not a group, so I decided to join it, or create it a couple of months ago. And we have about 80 members so far. So you guys, if you can go over there and join, that would be really, really awesome, because we definitely have a lot of fun in there. Again, I will leave the link to that group in the description. So let's go ahead and jump into this video. So like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys all the tips that I have, and we're going to be comparing them so you guys can see exactly what they look like. If you are struggling or would like to order some and you're not quite sure what they look like, this is the video for you. So what I want to talk about first is the products that I use to cure my full coverage tips. So I'm just going to show you some of the products that Enailcouture has to offer when you want to put on your full coverage tips. So another one of the most popular items that Enailcouture has to offer is the bubblegum gel. This is an excellent gel to cure your full coverage tips. You can roll it out with your fingertip and place it on the nail. You can use a brush, however you want to do it. You can scoop it out with the nail tip, which is the most easiest way I found to use this, is to just scoop it out and place it on the nail bed and cure. So this is the bubblegum gel, and it's offered in clear. Just like this one, it's offered in the big size, which is, what is this? I want to say this is the 1 ounce jar, but they offer it in the 1/2 ounce as well. So you can get the mini jars if you like. It's up to what you want to do. I know when I first started, I ordered the mini jar just so I can try it out. And this is what those jars look like. So they offer it in the mini for the pink and the clear. You can also use the DIY gel. This is a really cool gel as well. It comes in the squeeze application bottle here. And I believe this is offered in pink as well. I don't have the pink, I do have the clear, but it's the applicator, the squeeze applicator you can use as well. I like this gel. I've used it a few times and I do like it. So yeah, this is the DIY gel. You can also use the 123 Go press-on gel. Now this is one of my favorite gels. You guys know that from previous videos that I did. This is pretty much my go-to when I do my full coverage tips. So it's offered in the clear, which is the blue handle here. And this is the new packaging that has the bow here. And it's the full coverage brush on gel. And it's kind of like a thick consistency. Really, really good gel. No mess. Glides on the nail very, very smooth. This also doubles as a builder gel as well. So it's offered in clear, and you can also get it in pink. The pink has the purple handle, and that's what it looks like. Just a very translucent pink, very, very pretty. Again, this also doubles as a builder gel, which I really love as well. So yeah, these are the common, most used essentials when doing full coverage tips. So I wanted to share that with you guys in case you want to go over there and order, or if you never tried them before, you have a few items to choose from. So again, the bubblegum gel, the DIY gel, and the 1, 2, 3 Go press-on gel. Okay. So what we're going to do now is talk about storage. So with my press-on, or not press-on, but my full coverage tips, when I first started ordering them, I did leave them in the packs. You know, it takes up less space in my drawer, but it just became problematic because I was putting the nails back in the wrong pouch, and it just became kind of just chaotic with trying to, you know, use them in the pack. So what I did was I ended up ordering the tip box from Enailcouture, and I just keep all of my tips in these boxes. What I do is I get my label maker, and I just put on, you know, whatever the size or the name of the nail tip is. These are the Coffin, so I use my label maker to make this label. And I also go in and put the size and numbers there as well. Most of the times when you order these tips, you can just peel off the numbers off the plastic part here. For the, you know, usually it works for me. There have been some where it doesn't come off as easy, but yeah, you can peel these off sometime and just put them in the slot that it goes to. That's one way you can label them on the inside. Or what you can do is get these little dot labels from, like, this. I got these from the Dollar Tree, and it's the circle dot labels that you can use. It looks just like the ones that comes in the pack here, and you can just write whatever number it is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, on there. So these are circle labels that you can use as well to put inside the actual container. If the ones that don't peel off on the actual pack don't stick, you can also use these. And of course, these are $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. So I keep these handy just in case I need them. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is get started with the Ballerina. So if you do nails, you know, it's very important to have a mixture or variety in nail tips. So I'm going to show you the Ballerina. So these are very short nail tips. This is the mini sculptured Ballerina nails, and they come in these I think it's 0 to 11, which is the typical sizes that he offers for his tips. And these are the small Ballerina tips. They're very short. They are sculptured, so you don't have to do much of any filing or shaping because it does come sculpted. Also, these tips are pre-etched, so you really don't have to do much etching when it comes to placing these on the nails. What you just want to do is make sure that your nail bed is properly prepped. You want to remove any sort of dead skin cells around the cuticles and just clean that up really good. But you really don't have to etch these tips. They come pre-etched, which takes a lot of time off of, you know, shaping and filing, because you don't have to do that extra step. So these are really short. Again, these are the mini sculptured Ballerina. And these work really, really good. I've used these in the past on someone and they really, really love them. So this is the shape that I have. And yeah, so I only have one set for the mini sculptured Ballerina, and that's what that looks like. And now I gotta find somewhere to put all of these when I'm done showing you guys. The next one I have is the long sculptured square. So I am not a huge fan of square nails. I mean, I used to, everyone I'm sure used to be back in the day, but since they came out with Coffin and Stiletto, I'm not a huge fan of square anymore. But I do have them. Again, when you do nails, you do have to have a variety to choose from. So these are the long sculptured square. Sculptured just means that they are already pre-shaped, and you know, you don't have to do any shaping. They come pre-shaped. And that's kind of what you want to go for when you do full coverage, because that's kind of the point, is to 1, 2, 3 and you're done, right? So these are the square, the sculptured square. They are not XXL. These are just the regular long square, sculptured square. So they look like this. Oops. And that is a really decent size. These are very, very pretty. I've used them before in the past. And they are, you know, that gives you that long but not too long length that most people go for. And they are just really amazing. These are the soft gel tips. All of these are soft gel tips. And so that's what the long looks like for the sculptured square. Okay. And it's just really useful to keep them in this box. They don't move around or anything. So I love keeping them in these. And you can find these also on the website. They are in the 1, 2, 3 Go section as well, with the 1, 2, 3 Go nail gel. So you'll see all of this in the same area on the website. So again, long sculptured square. Next, let's talk about Coffin. Coffin is my favorite nail tip of all time. I do wear, you know, different ones, of course. Right now I'm wearing Stiletto. It is October and Halloween season, so I thought it'd be cool to put on some, you know, Stiletto tips. But my go-to any other day is Coffin, without a doubt. So let's talk about Coffin nails. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different 1, 2, 3 Go Coffin tips. So these are the regular Coffin tips. These are not considered long, but they are long enough for folks who don't particularly want, you know, XXL nails. These are your basic Coffin tips. So this is what they look like. And I'm gonna leave them on the page here because we're gonna compare them. So this is the basic Coffin. And I hope you guys can, yeah, you guys can see that pretty well. And then what I'm gonna do now is show you the, let's see. Oh, let's do the long sculptured Coffin. So you have your Coffin, and then you have your long sculptured Coffin. So we are going to compare in sizes number 3 for all of them. And you'll get a good idea of what that looked like. So this is the sculptured Coffin tip. As you can see, it's really defined. It has that high arch on the side. You can see it has a pretty nice C curve, not too deep of a C curve, but a nice sculpted C curve. It is a little longer. These are considered the long Coffin. So we're just gonna compare that to the regular Coffin. And you'll have that here. So you can see what that looks like. Now, we are going to get into the extreme tapered Coffin. So for the extreme, it's just more pronounced. The C curve is definitely, you know, more deeper than the regular Coffins. So these are the extreme tapered Coffin. We're going to take a look at those as well. These are long. These are considered the XXL sculptured extreme tapered Coffin. And as you can see, it has that nice defined sidewall. It also has a really, really pronounced C curve. So you can see that the C curve is really, really pronounced, a deep C curve for this one. And these are considered XXL. So just in comparison, you can see, you know, how different they are and how long. So that is the extreme tapered Coffin. And what else? The next one we have is the XXL sculptured Coffin. So we're going to look at that one. And this one is sculptured. It's a long nail. It does have a pronounced C curve as well, as you can see. Definitely on the longer side. If I had to compare, I think the extreme tapered and this one are kind of similar. And that's what it looks like. Again, it has more of a deep C curve. Oh gosh, okay, I hope I don't struggle the whole video trying to get these side by side, but that's what they look like next to each other. And then we have the XXL Coffin. Now the XXL, excuse me, Coffin, this is not a sculptured Coffin. This is just your typical XXL regular size Coffin. So as you can see, it has a flatter C curve, which is cool. For folks who don't like a very pronounced C curve, this would be definitely the choice that you would take. And that's what it looks like. I use these a lot, you know. I use them all a lot, especially the longer ones, the first three here. I use these quite often. These are what folks choose to go for when they don't want a really, really long, extra long nail. I must say though, with the extreme Coffin tips, you do have to press firmly for them to stay in place on your nail. Because they have that rised top, you have to really press it down really, really good. When you apply whatever gel you're going to be using, you make sure you press it until it's dry. Otherwise, it will pop up on you and have air bubbles and things like that. So with the sculptured and the taper, the extreme tapered, because they have that high rised body in the middle, just make sure you press flatly, really, really good to get it on there. Otherwise it'll pop up a little bit. So again, you can see the difference in all of these Coffin nails here. And like I said, these are my favorite. I go in between all of these. And it's just kind of nice for me to have a variety of what I like. So yeah, and I keep them in the cases again. It makes my life so much easier. I don't have to, you know, fumble with any of them. and it just works perfectly for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these back in so we can move on to some stiletto nails. Now stilettos are really fun too. Like, I enjoy them a lot. And I have 4 different stilettos that I'm gonna show you guys. So let's go ahead and get into those. Okay, so, alrighty. Oh, well, before we move on to stiletto, I do have one more coffin that I want to show you guys. This was in my last video. I did do a haul on the extreme coffin tips. These are longer than the XXL, and so I'm just going to take another one here just to compare. So let's compare the XXL with the maximum coffin. So Max offers 2 different tip boxes. These are your standard size tip boxes, and then there's this one for the extra long ones. So I did get this box for the maximum coffins because they're pretty long. So we're just going to compare those next to the XXL coffin, so you guys can see how long they are as compared to your standard XXL. Now, I do wear the XXL the most often, which is this one, but sometime I do wear the maximum. Now this is a really long nail. I did show this, I believe, in my last haul, but this nail is super long, 3 to 4 inches or 3 inches, I think. Not sure, but somewhere along that line. But they are not a strong C curve, which is really cool. You know, not too pronounced on the sidewalls. These actually fit really good. No problem with application at all. They go on really easy. As you can see, they are quite long when compared to what I have on now. And then if you want to compare them to the XXL coffin, this is kind of what it's giving. So they are certainly a little bit longer than your standard XXL, but these are super pretty. I love using them. I did have to get used to them because this is like the longest I had ever went wearing them, and this length. So it did take me, you know, a little while to get used to them, but I absolutely love these tips. Now he does have tips that are even longer. I believe they're called the fantasy nails, coffin nails, and stiletto. I have not gotten them yet, but they are longer than the maximum. And so yeah, so that's in comparison of both of those. Now let's get into some stiletto nails. So we have 4 sizes here that I'm going to show you guys. And they are the long sculptured, the XXL sculptured, and the XX stiletto, and also the extreme tapered stiletto. So let's get started with these. And let's see, so let's start with the long sculptured stiletto, which is your basic long shaped stiletto. These are really cool. I like these a lot. And folks seem to like them as well. So these are like your go-to basic long stiletto. Then we have, scoop that over in frame here. Let's see. Then there we go. Now let's do the XXL sculptured. If you guys have questions, if I'm going too fast, just leave them in the comments. I am new at doing this kind of video, so if anything is confusing, just reach out and I'll definitely respond. So these are the XXL sculptured stiletto. These are longer than the one that I just showed you. Actually, I have this one on right now. So these are the extra long sculptured, and that's what I'm wearing right now. As you can see, that's what they would give if you were to apply them. The thumb was a little tricky because it has like that high rised area there, so I had to really hold that down to get it to stick. But yeah, these are really gorgeous. I like these a lot. And so let's see, let's look at the basic XXL. These are not sculptured, these are the regular XXL. So let's look and see what that looks like here. You can't go wrong with either of them. They are, you know, similar. It just, again, depends on whatever preference you're going for. Let's see if I can get them apart. So this is your basic XXL stiletto. It is not as sculptured as the last one. The sidewall there. And that's what it looks like compared to the other one. As you can see, it is flatter than the sculpture. So this one's a lot more flatter than this one. Let's see if I can compare the two like this. So you probably can see the difference here. A little bit flatter. But again, it goes back to whatever preference that you have when you want to do your application. I go between all of them, to be honest. You know, I use them all. They're all beautiful. And the last one for the stiletto, the clear stilettos, is the extreme tapered stilettos. I have not used this one yet though. Like I said, my go-to is Coffin, so I wear stiletto every blue moon. So the extreme, for me, the difference that I get just looking at them is that it is definitely way more pointier. It has that extreme pointy tip. Very extreme as compared to the other ones. The other ones, if you wanted to do like a almond, you can definitely get away with almond shape with these if you want to round it out a little bit at the tips. But these are the extreme tips. Definitely stiletto, real stiletto tip here. And the length is the same because these are XXL. So it's going to give the same length. And there you have it. So we have the long sculptured stiletto, the extra long sculptured stiletto. This is your basic XXL stiletto, and then this is your extreme tapered stiletto. So you get a good presentation of kind of the difference in them all. Okay, so we are going to move on, you guys. And I really do hope that this video helps out some folks who are struggling with, you know, ordering their tips and deciding on what they want. I know when I first started ordering from him, it was a bit confusing. I had to order some just to kind of get the hang of it because I was kind of lost in the beginning. But now I have all the tips that I want and more from his collection. So I thought it'd be nice to help out others who are curious. So, moving on, let's talk about ombres. Oh my God, one of my favorite finishes here that Max, I'm gonna raise this camera up a little bit. So, Max also has the ombre series with the 1, 2, 3, go. So these are the ones that I have. I have the ombre regular Coffin. I have the XXL ombre Coffin, and I also have the XXL ombre stiletto. So these are so cute. I've worn them before. I've done them before. I've used them. They are super cute. So let's first look at the ombre Coffin. Let's see here. These are so pretty. I just love these. So this is the regular ombre coffin. Not too long, not too short. Coffin tip. Whoops. And these are not extremely sculpted. They do lay flatter on the nail. So this is the ombre coffin. Next we have is the XXL ombre coffin. So this is a longer nail. This is the one that I go for when I'm doing my own nails. So that is the ombre coffin. It looks just like the other ombre coffin, just longer. These are beautiful. I think I have a video posted with these, wearing these. I'll try to link it. So that is the Coffin XSL. Then we have the Stiletto. These are long, but they are shaped stiletto. So that's what that looks like. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And in comparison, that's what they look like. Just gonna, yeah. Yep, so that is the difference between all of these. These are beautiful finish. If I could recommend any tips, it would probably be these, because they're beautiful. They're already painted. They definitely cure very well because the gel polish is pretty translucent at the top, so the gel will go through and cure it. So no problem there. You guys know that when you cure with full polish on, like a blue or green or purple, it'll be hard for, if you pre-do the tips, it's pretty hard for the gel to penetrate through, so it probably won't stick. So that's why some girls have problems trying to glue on with the gel the pre-made tips if they pre-paint them before. It's because the gel doesn't penetrate through the color. But these, no problem at all. Okay, so that's the ombre, you guys. Next we have, let's do the French. So I have 4 different sizes of the French. I'm gonna move the camera up just a little. But these are the French that he offers. We have the French almond, the French coffin, the French long stiletto, and the XXL French coffin. So let's look at these, get a better look at these, you guys. So we're gonna start off with the XXL coffin, French coffin. Now these are my go-to. Again, you guys know I love coffin, long coffin. So these are the pre-painted coffin tips. And these are absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Pre-painted tips. Natural C curve on that one. So these are the long one. This is the XXL. Then we have the French long stiletto. And I'm comparing them all in size 3. So this is not the XXL, this is the long sculpture stiletto. Beautiful. I think this was the first one that I bought in this collection. These are the first tips. So as you can see, and just a comparison here, that's what they're looking like. Then we have the French coffin, which are these French coffin. So we're gonna go ahead and see what these look like. These are shorter and they have the white tip. These are your basic French coffin. Very, very elegant, very pretty. Beautiful natural tip. And I did do some pre-made nails for this one. I'll show that to you guys really quick. I haven't worn them yet, but I did make these using this tip. So you can see that they're really, really pretty. I did use the 123 Gold Nail on the clear gel on top as a builder gel, just to kind of give them some volume and strength. So yeah, that's what they look like as a set. Okay. Now, the last one in this series is the French Almond. So that's what they look like in the box. And then we have the size 3. So this is the Stiletto version of that. And this is what they look like side by side. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna move on to some other tips here. Trying to go through as fast as I can because these videos can get pretty long. But I've been wanting to do this video for so long, you guys. I was like, I want to show or share these tips because I do get questions on them quite often. So I wished I had saw a video like this before I started ordering. That would have helped me out a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna adjust the camera a little bit. Okay, so not sure what that glare is right there, but let's see if I can fix it. There we go. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so let's get into some of the glitter shimmery nails. So right now I have the XXL Dazzling Beige. I also have the XXL 24 Karat and the XXL Sugar Glitter Pink Coffin and the XXL Frozen Coffin. So let's get into these colors, you guys, and sizes. These are really cool. Like, these are one and done. You don't really have to do too much with these at all because they come with the glitter. They come, you know, already pre-shaped. So just awesome. So these, the first one I'm going to show you is the Dazzling Beige Coffin. So Dazzling Beige is a long XXL length with like a cover beige color with glitter. I don't know if you can see it or if the camera's picking up, but it has a glitter shimmer effect to it. These are your basic coffin shaped long nail, full coverage. So again, that's the Dazzling Beige. Then we have the XXL 24 Karat. Now these are definitely high glitter nails. And they look like this. Whoops. They are not very long, but they're long, considered long. These are XXL. And then they have the gold shimmer glitter. Very, very cute. And they just look like that compared to the Dazzling Beige. Then we have the XXL Sugar Glitter Pink here, Coffin. I've worn these. These are so freaking cute. I've done a video on these. I think these are the most popular out of this series, but it has that glitter shimmer effect. So that's what they look like. These are all XXL, so they're the same length. Then we have the XXL Frozen Coffin. So, and these are the silver. So these are the opposite of the 24 karat. These are the silver ones. These are going to be so beautiful for like the upcoming holiday season. Whoops, sorry about that. So that's what it looks like. This is the Frozen Coffin. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. and they are all the same size as far as length. Just a really nice variety in color to have for this series. Beautiful. And you know, no cap, his full coverage tips are the best. There's a lot of brands out there, you know, and I'm not taking away from any of those, but his tips are the bomb. Like, I'm not even gonna be any more clear than that. Like, I'm just happy with this investment. I'm really not regretful in buying them. I don't have any sort of remorse. I use them all the time. Okay, so my last and final share here. These are the color tips. They're not dark colors. These are like pastel, like the internal beige. I have honey peach. I have princess pink. So I'm going to show you guys what those look like. So first, we have the internal beige. So we have the internal beige almond and also the internal beige coffin. Now these are not XXL or any sort of extended length. These are the basic length. So let's compare what they look like. And these are a favorite because, you know, if you guys have customers and you do nails, usually people go for the average length. At least in my opinion, they do. So we're going to look at those a little bit clearer here. So this, I'm going to show you, oh crap. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the number 3. So this is the internal beige almond. Beautiful color. It's like a cover beige color. Beautiful length. Very natural, elegant. And this is the almond shape. And next I'm going to show you the internal beige coffin as compared with the stiletto. So this is the coffin shape here for the internal beige. Beautiful. It's just really good to have both sizes in case some folks prefer the stiletto over the coffin. That's what they look like. Beautiful. And the length is definitely, you know, a fan choice. Okay, so those are the internal beige tips. Okay, next we have the princess pink coffin and also the almond. My label tore, but these are coffin and the almond princess pink. So let's look at the princess pink almond first. See what that's looking like. Trying to get them out of the box here. So this is the princess pink almond shape. Beautiful, beautiful cover pink here. All you have to do is put them on and go. They're already pre-colored. Very light pastel pink color. When I use these, I normally use the 123 pink press-on gel, just so it kind of matches the tip underneath. So I kind of use that, or you can use clear. It doesn't really matter. It's just, again, about preference. So this is the almond. Then we have the coffin. Okay, and yeah, they are beautiful tips. This is the coffin shape. This is the same length as the stiletto one I just showed you. Beautiful cover pink color. And that's what it looks like next to the stiletto. Okay, and we have one other set to show you, and that would be the honey peach almond. So I have the honey peach almonds here, and this is more like a peachy beige color. So this is the what it looks like. Well, that's not a good one here. Hold on. Yeah, it's more like a peachy beige color. So pretty, very natural color. Natural, neutral color, beige. For folks who love like the natural pastel-y colors, this is the go-to for that. And this is the Stiletto. And that's what it looks like. And that's what it looks like on the desk here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a really good time making this video. Again, if you have not joined the Enailcouture fan page, please do. Like I said, I will leave the link in the description bar for you guys to go on and join. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to comment, please leave them below. I will be back on to do another video hopefully soon. Again, thank you so much. Please follow my Instagram as well. It is Nails by Miss Maddie. I'll leave that information in the link as well. You guys take care and happy October Halloween week. Bye guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.